Hey there, Square Army! For today, I want to talk about Virtue of Knowledge, a new panharmonicon enchantment. You can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing. Alright, so this enchantment is also an adventure. I'm not sure how enchantments go on in adventures, but whatever. For the adventure side, you can copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. And for the enchantment side, which is quite nice, is obviously a Panharmonicon effect. So for triggered, if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent we control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. So that's quite nice. Now, I don't know that blue has as much, like it does has some Panharmonicon cards certainly, and you can think of the Sultai Commander, Yorok the Desecrated is what I was thinking of. Yeah, so this would be great in Yorok. There's obviously a few other ones like Mordrotha is pretty good in, because Mordrotha focuses on a lot of ETB effects as well, and that sort of thing. And again, it is permanent, so there are a few enchantments and artifacts even that do stuff with entering the battlefield sometimes. Um, like historic Joyra. Um, yeah, that seems pretty dumb. Effectively, just drawing two cards per artifact or per saga, but mostly per artifact or per legend. But still, yeah, like that seems pretty dumb. I think it's already pretty dumb with Panharmonicon itself. Um, so yeah, you can get really silly things happening with this. And certainly a lot of people have been talking about this card. Certainly, like, you've got your Azorius and Bant decks that this could go in as well. Um, so yeah, it has a few homes. Um, and it could be really powerful in a lot of those sorts of decks. Again, it's sort of like has another ability, which is kind of nice, that copying an ability. And I do see a lot of these Panharmonicon style decks running some sort of flicker effects and things like that, which is basically, copy a triggered or activated ability. So if you got the timing right with this in your hand and enough mana to copy a triggered ability, i.e., an ETB, then it can still be quite useful for that 2 mana. It is an instant speed, so that is, can catch people off guard. So actually, I just thought that maybe that can actually be a combo, because it's a spell as long as it's an adventure. So if you have the red copying spell guy, then you can just copy this spell and then copy the triggered ability, i.e., the ETB, to infinitely copy the Duder. So yeah, you can just make infinite tokens again with this. That's gross if you have them again both in your hand at the same time. But again, like, there are lots of things that you can kind of do with things like this and copying. things that enter the battlefield. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure more people have actually already cottoned on to that. Um, so I'm probably not the first, probably won't be the last, but still, it is there. It is a thing that you can do. So yeah, that's kind of gross. But yeah, still just like even if you're not doing that, or if you're just getting value off stuff, or for one shot, or whatever, that's fine because again, it has an early use, then it has a later game use, so which is nice. So you can get extra value later on when you have the mana to get it out properly, and early on it can do something kind of nice for you, or it can even just win you the game if you have the right hand, the right setup, maybe the right tutors, I don't know. Again, depends. So yeah, it can be a game winner, which perhaps explains its price. But as always, if you guys have thought of any other things that this thing can do that I haven't immediately thought of, actually, it does work with the things when it's on the field as well, because you get two copies of the Enter the Battlefield to copy a spell. So if you've got a spell that can go infinite, oof, like copying a creature or whatever, or triggered or activated ability, yeah, you can just like do it infinitely. So yeah, even that can work on the field. So, but anyway, you guys can let me know more things if you think of them. Write your thoughts down there in the comments below, and hope you'll join me again in another one.